Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Falcons and the Tropics. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Darren Stevens, a Michigan-born lefty, gets the starting job here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
So striding forward now, Steve Rice. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Steve Rice.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 140.
Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is at the knees and called strike three.
Batting second.
So striding in, Bart Flash. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Flash is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
3-0 now. Stevens has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Now the 3-0 offering is in there for strike one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
1 out, nobody on. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Jeffrey Bellamy. And he takes ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Josh Means is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1 home. Fouled away. The 1-2. Bellamy, the runner at first with 2 gone. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Jason Jones is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Digging in, Kevin Brummett. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Kevin Brummett.
He's set and the pitch. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting second, the shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
Stepping in now, Antonio Martinez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. The average coming in 257. 7 homers, 39 driven in. Now the 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rice will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Andrew Bowen.
Now at the plate, Andrew Bowen. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Randall.
Digging in, Randall Mad Dog. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as 3rd best in the American League.
And he's also right there in the top 5 in both batting average and home runs. He's really a great all-around hitter.
He waits, now the pitch.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here he comes on 2-0.
At ball 3.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
3-0 pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 3-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Swing and he pops him up. And that's going to fall. A base hit. The run comes across to score and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Lo. They lost the first game of the series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Now to the plate, Brock Sanders. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
A ball and no strikes.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
The 1-0.
Hey!
First and second now, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1. Oh, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Settling in now, Sam Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Ready with the 0-1.
No, that's
And he lays off for ball 1. One and one. Here it is. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So it's 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Hawaii is on top here, 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Joel Sloan. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
too high.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. The count now at 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Standing in now, Bruce Sanders. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Not close, it's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. A strike, and it's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I gotta believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. To the plate now, Pat Sample. He's running. Swing and a line drive. Foul. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on first with 1 down. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Bush is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting it, the second baseman, number 22.
Set to get his day started, Judd, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch on its way. Strike taken to throw. Not in time as he steals second.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Called strike 0-2. So far this year against Southpaws, Judd is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he would.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Zach Zimmer.
Zach Zimmer.
He's set. Here it comes. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. So a full count now.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
At the plate, Tony McCaldy. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 8 home runs and 29 driven in. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Dan Bush waits on deck. Here it comes. The 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Sloan is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Dan Wood.
Stepping in, Dan Bush, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
From the stretch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Bush stands 5'9" and will hit from both sides of the plate. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We've played 2 full. Hawaii leads it 1-0. Now at the plate, Taylor battled first at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Here's the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Martinez onto the grass. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Ready for another chance? Steve Rice. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
Bowen is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bart Flash. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
On the ground to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kevin Brummett.
The left fielder, Kevin Brummett.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the 0-1. Count remains at 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Martinez.
In now, Antonio Martinez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
3-2 now. And the payoff pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 5, Andrew Bowen.
Into the box now, Andrew Bowen. He drew a walk his first time up. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Yanked on the ground down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Randall Mad Dog is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
So now to the plate, Brock Sanders. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. Hawaii is out in front here, 2-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And here comes the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Bellamy, playing here in his age 34 season, has been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played in the 18 years in the big leagues. You'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that long, you're talking the likes of Mickey Mantle, Andy Pettitte, Mike Schmidt, guys along that lines that have stayed in the game 18 years and produced.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Josh Means. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Now at the plate, Joel Sloan. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Into the box, Bruce Sanders. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1 ball, no strikes the count. One-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Into the corner and slicing foul. Set to deliver on 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, outside.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Sam Jackson.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead with a screwball that's in there for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Riding in once again, Zach Zimmer. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit. Into the box now, Tony McCaldy, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Standing in now, Dan Bush. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. 1-1 home. Is looked at for ball number 2. Runners are at second and third with one down. Fouled off. The 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Kevin Brummett. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sample is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Ready now, Judd. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Bowen is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Battle.
At the plate, Taylor Battle. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. That swung out and missed. We're even at 1-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate, Steve Rice. No balls and 1 strike. Two out, nobody on. Popped him up. Jackson in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Antonio Martinez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The right fielder, number 5, Andrew Bowen.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Andrew Bowen. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
That's wide, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here it comes.
Ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-0 offering. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer at that point. It's a cold strike.
Count full.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Randall Mad Dog. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
All 1, no
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Ball that's carrying. He jumps and brings it in. 2 away after a great play.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brock Sanders. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Striding into the box, Bart Flash. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0. Walk. 2 balls, no strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Yeah, and after that base hit right there, he's got a streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And he's back easily. Stepping in now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now a throw over. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Here comes the 0-1. A pitch out. The throw on a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second.
It's not an easy thing to do when you have a guy that can run, but this catcher has a plus arm and guns this runner down at third base.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Line to the right side, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Josh Means.
Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Means. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
Hey, we have to commend them right here. 1 out away from grinding through 6 strong innings against one of the better lineups in the game.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Clay Williams will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, Sam Jackson. First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Zach Zimmer, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Two and one after the foul ball there. Nobody out, runner on first. Two and two.
That's count 2-2.
fouled away. The fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Tony McCaldy stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Runners on first with one down. Rolled slowly to first. Fielded cleanly to second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Seventh inning coming up. The Tropics lead it 2-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Joel Sloan.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
Grounded up the... Oh, and it's off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Christopher J. comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. In now, Bruce Sanders. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Grounded to the right. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. In now, Pat Sample. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. first and second here with nobody out. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And he fouls this one off.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here as it'll remain second and third, but with 1 away now.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in now, Judd, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Hit in the air to left. Left fielder is on the move. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1. Certainly a highlight reel grab that we just witnessed. So here it is again with show track, and the high 90s route efficiency is what stands out. He read it off the bat exceptionally well and closed ground on it just about as well as one could. Ready once again, Taylor Battle, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fastball in there for a called strike. In his career, Battle carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. He's set. The 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Hawaii is on top 2-1. Digging in once again, Dan Bush.
For the Tropics, the center fielder, Dan Bush.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now back, fielder, Kevin Drummond.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Drummond. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. We're in the seventh inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. A ball and a strike. Gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
Coming to the plate now, Antonio Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's down to third. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Eighth inning coming up. Hawaii is on top here, 2-1. Thomas Hendricks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Hendricks.
Leading off the inning, Steve Rice, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. He just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box now, Bart Flash, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
So stepping in, Jeffrey Bellamy. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. This year against right-handed pitching, Bellamy is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, His OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Hendricks, a 6'1" right-hander. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
2 and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Standing in, Andrew Bowen.
Leading off for Hawaii, the right fielder, Andrew Bowen.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
So now to the plate, Randall Mad Dog, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Now the pitch. That's inside. 2-0. Now here it comes. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. In the air now out to left field. Sloan is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batter, number 18.
At the plate, Brock Sanders. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
A 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Austin Farmer comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Josh Means.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off the closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on the fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Ready with the 2-2. Down the first baseline. He's right there. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Digging in, Joel Sloan. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit softly down the line at first. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Bruce Sanders. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. On the ground to third. Throw on to first is in time to get him. And the Tropics come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Tropics jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Darren Stevens earns his team-leading 11th win. Austin Farmer earns the save out of the bullpen, his 29th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.